Oh, come on, give me a better kiss than that. I love you.
I love you too. Is my lips good?
Yeah, your lips are good. Do I got some? You actually do have a little bit. Hey guys, Nick Smith here. Some of you may know me. Today I am joined with my beautiful wife. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Liza.
And we've been together for about 11 years now. Today, this year will actually be our 7-year anniversary of being married, which is crazy.
I know.
I never thought we'd make it this long, but we did. No, but seriously, we've been through hell and back together, and we love each other to death, and there's nothing that would ever take us apart, which is, you know, what a marriage is all about. Yep. Commitment and working things out. But that's not what we're here today to talk about. Today, we're here to talk about something much more fun than marriage, marijuana.
And ourselves.
Well, yeah, and ourselves. But for real though, we decided to make a channel that's just going to be for us two as a couple to do videos together because we each have our own channels. I'm going to go ahead and link mine up in the corner right now. I primarily focus on photography and Photoshop education as well as tech reviews and stuff like that. Liza likes to focus on...
Well, I like to focus on a lot of things and I like to misfocus, but I'm just starting out.
Missing focus is never fun as a photographer.
Well, I can't help it. I just lose focus. But anyways, I am just starting out my YouTube channel. I have a lot of things that I would like to do.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
Obviously, I want to share some of my gaming. I do stream on Twitch under Smither Timbers, and the link will be in the description box below.
I stream on Twitch as well. Sometimes we do streams together. I go by RGB Daddy on Twitch. You will definitely see why if you give me a watch for even 5 minutes, it'll make sense why I have that name.
Yes.
My whole room is RGB, so it's very, very pretty and really cool to take a look at.
For me and my channel, I kind of just want to focus on all of the things that I really enjoy. Mm-hmm. And
makes sense. I find that that's best. If you focus on what you enjoy and what you love doing, you'll never feel like you're working.
Yeah.
I always love when I get to sit down in front of the cameras like this and talk to all of you guys at home because, you know, this is what I enjoy. I like talking to people. I like socializing. I love photography. So this is a perfect job for me. Go on. Tell them about you. I'm not trying to interrupt you.
No, I'm just trying to focus on the things that I love, that being video games and music, and the music, whether I'm creating it, listening to it, reviewing it, writing. I love to write. I've been writing for years. What? I've been writing for years, nothing actually like published, but I do want to focus this year on possibly trying to finally finish one of my novels that I have started, or even maybe write a whole new novel, you know? But I just want to focus on those things, writing,
so mainly you're
video games,
makeup,
music. Maybe makeup. I'm not that talented, so.
But like, you want to learn and you want to get better.
Learn.
So maybe in the future.
Maybe learn with me makeup videos because I really don't know what I'm doing.
That would actually be cool. You know, to kind of show your progress as you go.
Yeah.
But with that all said, one of the things we're going to focus on a lot on this channel is medical marijuana reviews, and the reason being, we both have chronic pain conditions and chronic illnesses. I'm still in the process of being diagnosed, unfortunately. I do not have a solid diagnosis as to some of my issues. I seem to have some kind of autoimmune condition that we're not quite sure what it is. I've had several false tests or false flags show up on medical tests, and they're not sure why they would show up because when they run the tests again, it turns up all fine. So we need to figure out what is going on and what disease or any underlying condition I have that's causing these effects to my test results. But with the current state of the world, which we're not allowed to talk about what's going on because of YouTube monetization rules, but the current state of the world, I'm not able to seek any medical care right now or get a diagnosis. But aside from that, I do have a diagnosis of a congenital condition called sacralization. My sacrum and my hip bone are actually fused together in such a way that it causes me severe pain to sit on any sort of hard surface or anything like that for a long period of time. So I have a lot of issues with pain. I did used to go to a pain clinic for that, and I was on prescription painkillers for quite a while, but honestly, I didn't like being on those very much, and it made me kind of a cranky person and led to a lot of issues, which I talk about on my channel more. Once again, take a look at the link in the corner real quick, popping up a card right now. As for Liza and her conditions, I'm gonna leave her to tell you about that because that's more her story.
That's another thing. I didn't mention that I would really like to focus on my illnesses on my channel. Just kind of spread some awareness. I was 15 years old when I was diagnosed with lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. Since then, I have added on the diagnosis of Sjogren's syndrome and IBS and Raynaud's, and like they're thinking there's even more now, and we're doing more tests.
The gist of it is we all got a lot of things. We're pretty fucked up if we're being honest. we got a lot of medical conditions.
That's just the medical side. We also have mental.
Luckily, we also have some mental things.
So
by the looks of it, I have borderline personality disorder. She has severe depression.
Complex PTSD.
Complex PTSD from a very rough childhood, and I mean, are you comfortable telling them about the church?
Well, I've debated talking about things on my channel. Again, it's hard for me because of my past with my fear of speaking out against them, like the fear of retaliation from them. So it's very hard for me. Maybe with a little more therapy, I can get over that. But I have definitely thought about writing a book.
Yeah, which, I mean, you guys, this woman's been through so much. It's amazing the life that she's had, and I'm so privileged to share my life with her. She's the best partner I could ask for.
That was cute. I also don't take compliments very well.
Oh, come on, give me a better kiss than that. I love you.
I love you too. Is my lips good?
Yeah, your lips are good. Do I got some? You actually do have a little bit.
Okay. Okay. As for this channel, we're going to be focusing mostly on, like Nick said, medical marijuana reviews.
Yeah, because that's, we use it every day to help us, live our lives to the fullest potential that we possibly can. It's a wonderful treatment, and we're lucky enough to live in a state that has recognized the medical benefits of this plant since 1996.
Yes.
The Compassionate Care Act. Look it up. California has been taking care of HIV patients and cancer patients with medical marijuana for years, long before it was recreationally legal. So we are very privileged to be able to treat our conditions the way we do.
Yeah.
I honestly, after using medical marijuana for the last 2 years, I would never live in a state that didn't allow me to have my meds ever again. I couldn't. I literally could not live the quality of life that I do here in California if I lived anywhere else. The medicine is very important to me.
I mean, for myself, every day it's required in order for me to be able to eat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm constantly nauseous. You're constantly nauseous. I mean, with my gallbladder issues and stuff like that, I have trouble even being able to keep anything down a lot of times. And this is one of the only things that makes it so I can eat sometimes. So it's a lifesaver. I really, truly cannot say enough how much medical marijuana has helped me personally.
Right.
And I mean, I was a
everyone.
patient. Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. And there are risks, I suppose. I'm not going to say that it's harmless completely, because anything that makes you feel good, you can become addicted to.
Absolutely.
I mean, let's just be blunt about it.
Absolutely.
No, you're not going to be physically dependent. You're not going to experience horrific withdrawal syndromes if you just stop using marijuana suddenly. But there is a psychological dependence that can build. And, you can, spend a lot of money on it if you're not watching yourself. I mean, these gummies, these run for $22 a bag. And this cartridge comes in at $60 or $70, depending on the dispensary you're getting it from. The dispensaries we buy from, these come in at about 60, but then you have to apply the, I think it's 18% tax for the state.
Right, but our tax is much higher than many other states that have legalized.
But one thing about California, they do charge quite an excessive tax. But if you are a medical patient, which I'm currently in the process of getting my state-issued MMIC card, but once again, coronavirus fucked all that up.
No.
But once again, the current state of the world fucked all that up, so wasn't able to get it yet, but hopefully very soon I will be able to get my official state-issued MMIC card, and then I will no longer have to pay the super hefty tax. Still have to pay local ordinance taxes, but you don't have to pay state tax if you have the MMIC card, so that definitely helps.
And again, we're very knowledgeable in the state laws for California. That is where we reside. However, we're not...
yeah, don't take anything we say as fact unless you live in California.
And
because, even then, it
research.
changes depending on your county.
Yeah.
We live in Sacramento County. We know the laws for Sacramento, and we know some of the laws for Napa because we occasionally buy in Napa after she has a doctor's appointment there. Which is actually really odd. In Napa, you have to have a medical recommendation in order to go into a dispensary. Now, that is not a state-issued MMIC card. You can actually, the dispensary I first went to in Napa, which is Harvest Co., I believe, they have a application process that takes about 15 minutes, and you can sign up and get your state-issued, or not state-issued, but you can actually sign up and get your doctor's recommendation within 15 minutes. So it's actually extremely fast and pleasant, but unfortunately you do have to have a card or a doctor's recommendation in order to go into a dispensary in Napa County. So definitely look up your local laws because they are all different.
Yes, agreed.
I think with how much we've actually talked, we have enough for a decent intro video to do separate from our review. So we're actually going to go ahead and pop up a card for you guys right now to check out the review portion of this because we're reviewing these amazing gummies from Heavy Hitters. Been dying to try these.
We hope they're amazing.
Well, we haven't tried them yet. I'm assuming they're amazing. I've never been let down by Heavy Hitters in the past, so I'm really hoping they are. But come back to check out the review for Heavy Hitters gummies. And we're also going to open this GSC, previously known as Girl Scout cookies, for those of you who have been in the game a little longer and actually know the OG strains. We're going to be trying that cart out today. So anyways, hope to catch you all later and see you in the next video.
Don't forget, like, comment,
and subscribe.